All right, folks, we are now over at one of the adjacent fields. As you see in the background right here, I've got a little overflow that I made. I left my tarp, which is what I should have had. I left my tarp at home, so I had to improvise with a heavy-duty trash bag, and it worked pretty good. So you see, now it's at a trickle. It was rolling out of here when I first did this. You can't just come in here and just cut the soil out and let it flow over, because it'll erode the levee and all the way down, and then all the water will come out, and we don't want that. But the reason why I had to do this was because this field wasn't quite ready. It's about a foot deep here to make it 4 inches deep on the other side of the field, and the other field that the water is flowing out of is over here on the other side of that tree. And we want the fields to equalize pretty much. But this field was struggling. We had a lot of weed pressure. This is a new field, brand new, never been planted. So we had some issues to tackle to establish a crop. And on the far end of the field over there, the seedlings were really, they were stunted from some weather conditions and different things. So we did some weed management. We fertilized it really well, and we put too much water in here too soon. Those seedlings on the other end of the field were actually underwater. What did we do? We put in a levee gate. We've let the water out, let the seedlings down there catch up. Fertilizer helped them out a good bit. And now we're ready to put the water back in. I'm going to pull that plastic out, close this up with soil, pack it nice and tight. By the way, look at that levee. That levee is real pretty. I packed the core with the tractor and the levee plow, and then I rototilled it on the backside and took a skid steer and piled the soil up nice and pretty all the way down. And that looks nice. Good to go. And by the way, we have a branch swamp back here. And there's a water control structure. The road bed is the levee over here where those tall pine trees are. And we put the boards in so that the rainwater would back up in this branch swamp. So this is the water you're seeing on the back side of the levee. It actually helps reinforce it. So if this levee's got any leaks or whatever, it'll equalize and stop leakage, help seal things up, and help equalize the hydraulic pressure from this side to this side. Okay, so it should be worth noting that I said that I was going to remove this thing. I'm actually not going to do that. I just realized that you don't want to fill the thing all the way to the top of the levee. Otherwise, there's no safety let off here. If we got like some seriously heavy tropical storm rain, you need somewhere that's a little lower than the top of the levee to relieve the pressure. Otherwise, it's going to overflow the top of the levee somewhere, and you're going to have a washout. Then you lose all your water, or most of it. So that wouldn't be cool. So I'm just going to pack this just below the top of the levee, roll that plastic back over, secure it with some soil, and I'm good to go. All right, that's it. I built the clay up underneath it, got my little safety check in place, packed the clay back around the end. I ripped the bag a little bit, that doesn't matter. I packed some big old clods of clay in there. Man, that stuff, there's no amount of water washing out of here is going to wash that clay away. I'm telling you, that stuff is hard. It is some tight clay, and it's slick like grease. I'm sliding all over the place. I have to stand still or I'll start sliding. So it's all said and done. If we get a rainstorm or something that fills this place up, it'll flow over and won't wash out the levee. We're good to go. Time to head back to the man van over there and get going.